Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to have another screening session. Waiting just a few more seconds to see some people coming in. Of course, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, give me that love, show me that you value my education, which I'm trying to give you. That's education, of course, the best education possible to make sure that you really, understand, learn, and whatever the methods, things, philosophies of me, of me. Um, that's it. So yeah. Um, all right, I think that's enough. Without further ado, I don't have a lot of time. Can't wait too many people. So let me just share the screen and show you something nice. Show you something interesting. Let's just make sure that this is shared correctly. Let's change between the two. Don't know why this always is kind of in a wrong situation. Anyways, you are seeing my charts over here, all right? You're seeing my charts, and I want to show you something more special than just what we done yesterday, right? In TradingView, you have a possibility to screen everything that is within their platform, let's call it. You have, well, better said, you have screener A, all right, which is down over here, first kind of generation screener, and you have screener 2, which is the second generation screener. What I want to do is I want to go over the second generation screener because it's a bit easier to use, right? What I want to do is I just want to different height. Let me just remove all this, and you will see something quite impressive. All right, so what I want to do over here is I want everything. So I'm just going to remove this, and I'm going to remove this because I don't care about this. And as you can see, they have 800. They have more. Why don't I have more? Revert to default screen. Where is it? Default screen. All right, I guess that's it. 806 coins. Now, what you can do, of course, you can use different types of things to minimize it and to maybe watch something smaller. For example, the category, if you want to maybe meme coins only, find them, you want some marketing, you want NFT collections, so you can choose, right? But today that's not what we're going to do. I'm going to show you something a bit cooler, right? I'm going to click over here and they will instantly turn everything into charts. Okay, so what we have over here is the charts of everything, and I'm going to change from area candles, right? And this will automatically show me all the charts, all the 806 charts in candles, all right? So instead of going one by one in change like I did yesterday, right? If that's something that maybe is tiresome for you or whatever, and want to see 2 or 4 at a time and just scroll down like this, that's what we're going to do, by the way, today. That can be interesting. And of course, maybe you want to change this. I will change it to the last 3 months, maybe even the last 6 months, right? Even better, I will change it to the view of the last 6 months. Now, if you have a big screen, which I have, but doesn't enter well into this setup over here, you can choose something else. You can choose to have a custom, and then you can have threes, all right, like this. So now you see 6 in a page. You can see just, the 3, and then you see 3 in a page, or maybe 4, right? Maybe 8 in a page. Whatever you want to do, you can do it, right? All right, I'm going to do 3s for now, so we can have, we can see actually the charts. And what this helps you do is just go fast, right? Much faster through everything, right? Through everything. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do the boring, things that people maybe don't like. They don't like to do screening. Everyone just wants to get the alpha. Tell me the coin right now, please. And you know what? Sometimes I'm going to do it. Sometimes I'm going to do it. But today I'm just going to do this. This is something I wanted to show you, and I'm going to go this 3 by 3s and see what's popping and what are some of the themes that maybe we are seeing. All right, so and I'm going to go fast by them. You can see Solana is getting some love, and if I see something that I was not aware of, for example, I can add it to my list. This is something that we're watching. You probably see you have seen it since yesterday, right? A right Chainlink. You can see that mostly they're beaten down, but getting a back side of the chart, everything is kind of extended to the upside, right? Meaning that we are moving up. Leo is just an asset. I don't even look at it. Again, the purpose is finding something that you deem is might be good to look at closer. This fast way, right? This is just a fast way to do it. It's one time and evaluating this is something that you might do faster, right? So maybe XMR looks a little bit good. Let's see, right click it, right? Add to watch list, crypto watch list, all right? Added it, all right? Aptos looking bad. Look at Aptos. Went all the way to almost $20, $18, and now at $6. Got crushed, got really crushed. MKR, Atom, RNDR. So basically, again, same as yesterday, nothing is going to be too good. Nothing's going to be too good, but we're going to find maybe something I have not found so far. Probably not a lot because I already have some other screeners which are just faster to find things that are really my kind of edge. But this is something I want to teach you, so you should be learning out of this. And by the way, if you have any questions, pop them in the comment section so I see them and I will address them as we go. Look at BitSensor, went all the way to 800 and down to 287 after it got hacked as well. OP got smacked, right? So many things just got smacked, and some are getting love. Some are getting love. As you can see over here, Floki, other meme coins are getting some love. Note, of course, on the radar. Why? Because it had a high tide flag. Maybe you saw my video from yesterday. Let's see what else. What else? Ondo, of course, it's on my. Let's add it. I think it's not on my watch list actually, but now it qualifies to my watch list. So let's put it on the watch list because it's still not. It's still not a focus list candidate. A focus list candidate needs to be a bit with a bit more continuation to the right side. Something that is not only coming from the lows straight up, which is compressed, but as well has some right side development moving forward. So Brett, what do you think about Brett? Let's have a look see up on it because that's one of the bangers. So let's put it on the watch list and have a look see on it. And look, everything just hammered. Celestia got smacked from $20 all the way to $6 and $5 one moment. OM, of course, we're in this trade. Look at this. Already you can see something different. You can see that instead of being all the way down, right, all the way down, you can see this is actually higher, right? You can see this is actually higher than the rest of the chart. This is how it pops out or shows itself like a sore thumb, right? It's just there. You're like, oh my God, look at this. Something is different. That's what you're looking for. You're looking that one thing that is different, okay? And you want to add it to the focus list. And of course, I have OM on the focus list. It's already a trade I am in, so it's right up there. Look at QNT. Some people mega bullish always on QNT. I don't understand why people are just getting married to coins. I don't know if you're the same people from yesterday, but I told you I'm a coin gold digger. I only love coins and want to marry them or be in relationship with them, not marry them, be in relationship with them when they're making me money. If they're not making me any money, I want to divorce them, I want to break up. And if they make me money again, so boom, I'm going to take them again. Again, look at this. This is, again, kind of popping out of the screen. Why? Because it's higher up on the screen, right? It's higher up on the screen. Down, right? Down, a lot down from the highs. They're in a downtrend. This is a bit higher. AKT is interesting because now you can see it has some right side development. So I want to put this on my watch lists as well. And see how it looks in a review, right? So let's move down, move down. You can see nothing. Mog, of course, it's already on my watch list. Broke out, and then squatted, which means got back into range. But Mog definitely on the look see. You can see again, it sticks out like a sore thumb. It's higher than the rest of the chart. Well, all the rest of the things are lower. I know maybe some of you are maybe, all right, you have the supermarket mentality of, hey, it's cheap, it's a discount day. You see all those YouTubers, oh, discounts. Come on, shove your discounts up your ass. You don't know what you're talking. This is not a supermarket, right? The crypto market and all assets are not a supermarket, right? It's a crypto, it's an asset market, and you need to know what you're looking for, okay? This is not toilet paper that you want to buy 5 in the price of 1. The quality name that will continue up at the fastest pace, at the smallest amount of time, right? And I think that's the distinction that I'm giving over here. I'm looking for the coins that will move the fastest, all right, long and highest in the shortest amount of time. That's me as a trader. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for holding assets for long term, because everyone can come and tell me, hey, you know what, I'm going to hold something for 3 years and it's going to make it 3 years 400%. Well, you're going to take one trade a day and you're going to make 50%. Well, duh, but I'm going to make 50% today, another 50% in 2 days, another 100% in 3 days, and boom, boom, boom. And until you make 300% in a few years, I'm going to make 5,000% in those years, all right? Why? Because I'm compounding and having turnover over my profits. I'm not just sitting down on my ass, not doing anything. This is interesting, all right? Chart-wise, really interesting, XAUT, but you know what this is? This is gold. Right? This is mimicking the price of gold. So I don't want to trade gold on crypto. If I want to trade gold, I will trade gold on gold. By the way, you have here ZK Sync. It looks like in different type of chart because it's new, but it doesn't look good. All right, this doesn't look good. I don't like it. It's in the downtrend from being new. It needs a push up and then build the right side. Right. And Dexter not looking good just yet. HNT hammered. Cake hammered. W wormhole hammered. Ray creeping up a little bit. Some people would think this is maybe something to look for. I saw the chart. I don't think this is something you want to look at too much. AIOZ got smacked. This was an amazing trade we had on the trading service, right? An amazing trade we had on the trading service all the way over here. Well, actually, and a runner all the way up. I didn't add over here, which was a mistake in hindsight, of course. But you know what? I'm not a perfect human being. I'm not a perfect trader. But we did take the trade over here. So that's worth noting. We had other amazing trades back at the time, WEEF, OFN, you know, and some others which were really bangers. Dog is an interesting coin. It's still a little bit down right now, but it can really get going very, very fast. But it's only on like Gate.io, I think, and something else. So not everyone can trade it. ApeCoin, T-Fuel, Zcash is getting some love. I saw it. If this will build a nice move, right side, tight right side, maybe this will be interesting. But if you'll take a look at Zcash on the big time frame, like not only the past 6 months, it got hammered, right? It got hammered. I know the chart, of course. Binary X, look, already you see something different. Everything is down on the right side, but Binary X is not a local high, but it's really close to the last local high. So this is interesting. Of course, it's already on my focus list, but if not, click right click, put it on the focus list. This is interesting. NFT, TWT, Loon Comp, ZRO. Yeah, oh yeah, this is on my watch list, not my focus list, because it's too new. And even though this looks like a developed right side, if you take a look at the chart, not on a minimized chart, it doesn't look as good. And I will show it to you afterwards. But it's on my watch list, not my focus list, my watch list. By the way, the difference is my focus list is something I have in front of me all day long, while the watch list is not in front of me all day long, and I watch it maybe a couple of times a day, in the morning, in the night, and maybe in the middle of the day, another time or two. I don't know. Hammered, Mew, but not looking too good just yet. It's another meme coin. Meme coins are getting a lot of love in this year specifically. Usually they do get love by the ends of a move like what happened in March, but they had another move in May. Now they're getting some more love than usual. It's probably a bubble, kind of echo bubble, let's call it. It's not really a bubble, but a oversold kind of move area. I don't think they should outperform the market in the next leg up until the end of it, and then they will outperform again. But they're getting more love than I'm used to. Blast maybe will be a good trade. Moving on, right now it's a new coin that is smacked. You can see that over here we were at 0.025, so almost 50% down. Anything new? Not looking good. Qtom, Casper, everything got hammered. Everything just got hammered. ETHFi, waiting for this to build. IO got hammered, of course, more than 50%. What is this? WETH. This is just wrapped ETH. Not interesting whatsoever, and not a tradable asset. Beat DAO. Look at this. Now, on the one hand, this is really interesting because this made, I don't know, 20x in a day or 2 days, but then reversed everything. So I'm going to put it on the watch list just to watch it because it's interesting. I like watching this kind of stuff. But this won't be a trade whatsoever. This got a lot of love. Someone probably bought market, executed on it, and market and bought all the way up, and then got sold. Chile is another one. ZBU and Chile, look, one next to another. So we had actually a few interesting coins together, but these are really interesting. ZBU is for sure interesting. It's on my focus list. It's traded on Mexi. And interesting as well. It's on my watch list, not the focus list, only because it's on Gate.io and I don't trade in Gate.io. But if you ZBU, I would argue that should have broke out stronger, but it's a micro cap, so that's how they move. And so Popcat, as you can see, another one that sticks out like a sore thumb. Why? Because it moved up in earnest, broke out, and now it's higher than before. So this is interesting. It's already on my focus list. FTN looks really interesting. All right, really interesting, but I don't like how it's behaving. This is a really thin, no volume, no liquidity type coin. If I will buy even $5,000, I'll move the price action on this. So it's not interesting for me. But for sure, if this was something that I don't know, I know FTN. But if I wouldn't know this, I would for sure put this on my focus list, right? But I don't want this on my focus list. Why? Just because it's too thin for me to trade. Tribe. Interesting. I don't like this hickey picky, but it improved here. So let's move this to see the love it's getting over here. You can see I did not know this, so I found something to watch that's good. And it's way over here. So Beldex. What is Beldex? From 3 to... This looks awful. Awful. But it piques my curiosity. So eighth year, it's on my watch list. Again, a new coin, but it's holding roughly right at the same range. So I wanted to take a look at it, and I took a look at it. And even though it's really close to breaking out, I decided I'm not going to take the breakout on this trade because I have other trades I want to take the breakout on, which are more liquid on the chart. This is really new, only a couple of weeks old. So not my cup of tea in this type of environment where things are only starting to work and not really showing huge follow through just yet. So I'm hesitant to take new IPOs, let's call them, or ICOs, whatever you want to call them, but more liquid coins that I'm following. As I told you, OM, of course, was the first one, Note, CAS, and so on. Turbo got smacked. This year, Edu Open Campus, nothing. All right, Loopering. BB, I think it's on Binance, almost 50%, so not interesting. It's better than it is. And Ponke, of course, on my focus list already. It broke already from a small pivot over here and now a bit extended. I'm waiting to see if it builds another pivot, but yes, it's on the focus list. But you can see another one. It's like it's looking much better than the other ones. Look at all these smack down, and this boom all the way at the top. It's a meme coin, so another one of those coins that are getting love. What else are we seeing? What else are we seeing? Now, the reason we only have 806 coins over here is because TradingView is adding slowly the coins they deem is okay to add to this screener, right? The generation 2 screeners have a limited amount of coins. The generation 1 screener works differently, and I will talk about that one in another day. I don't want to talk and discuss about this today. All right, let's moving on. Zig coin is again different. Look at it. It's next to the highs, showing strength, showing this interesting zig. First of all, kind of supported the price action. That's why it remained in these high levels. There was a fake out over here, which means that people wanted to buy it, but the market was under pressure. And now it remained around the highs, bounced again, and now it's trying to build the right size. So this is already on my focus list. But if not, this will definitely be added to my focus list by now. Tyco is on the focus list as well, very much like Aether, ATH. Nothing to add about it. It's a new coin, so I don't want to trade it right now. But it's on the focus list just because my process says to be on focus list. That's how I do the process every day. All right, I do the same process every day, and I repeat it because when you repeat something, you make it perfect. You have a perfect process, and you execute purpose and process led decisions. That's how you make consistent money over time as a trader. Where else, if you don't have a process and you're just very sporadic and very spontaneous, maybe you will make money at some times, but you will lose it all back at other times, and you will be something that's called a boom and bust trader, and you would not know how to extract money out of the market consistently, which is the goal, right? The goal is to take money out of the market and extract money out of the market consistently. And the another meme coin, not looking right now, but it's okay. Nosana is gearing up for a potential squeeze over here. And this was one of the strongest coins of the last move. So even though it's on the bottom, it piques my interest. So I want to just see how it looks like on a bigger chart. Kuji, Magic, again, everything is beating down. NPC, non-playable coin, is a coin that looked very good over here but got smacked by pressure and now is gearing, building. So if it builds a nice right side over here, let's put it in watch list. Maybe this can be tradable. C watch list. By the way, C watch list is crypto watch list, wherever S watch list is stock watch list. What is this? This is a new coin. I'm not aware of it. I'm going to put it on the watch list just to make sure I know which exchange it is and add it to. It's not looking good, right? But it's a new coin, so I want to know what it is. You see, another thing that I'm learning today, already second thing, another thing that I'm finding that is new to me. All right, that's why this screening process is so important, because A, you learn something new almost every time you screen, and B, you find right which you can trade, and C, right, you get market feedback and you get immersed within the market and you understand what the market is trying to do. All right, that's important. You want to understand what the market is trying to do. What else? Merrill chain. What is this? No, it's beaten down. Actually, Sun, Zenet beaten down. Omni, I know it, beaten down. Everscale beaten down. Well, Everscale is not beaten down. It's actually building a sideways action of a month or something. Let's take a look at it on the watch list and see if it looks any good on the big time frame chart. If not, we'll ditch it, of course. Everything that eventually I deem not good for watch list, I ditch. Everything that I deem very good and I want to have the focus list, of course, from the watch list. That's the process, right? That's the process. Add to watch list. If it's not good, remove from watch list. If it's very good, move to focus list. If it's very good on focus list, move to almost tradable. Then move to trade. It's on trade. The way I do it, I will show you. I show it almost each day. Maybe I'll show it later as well. And GFI beaten down. Sometimes something looks maybe okay, but then you look, oh, it was at $6 and now it's $3, so it's 50% down. That's not where we want to be at. Maybe top 25% down away from the last local top is where you want to be focused, because that shows the strength. Sometimes you'll be lower than that just because something maybe is squeezing nice and it's interesting and you want to take a look at it. Lever 5. Again, everything is smacked down, smacked down. But you can see how fast I'm moving through and scrolling through all of this. This can save a lot of time for some people. Now, there is a faster way to do screening, all right? If you really have a method of screening something that you know exactly what you're looking for, either by using these or by adding some more and really shrinking everything. I'm not trying to shrink right now. I'm actually trying to um, um, show you everything so you learn. But you can shrink the list for sure. Let's take a look at some of the questions you're having so far. What do we have here? Come on, chat, open. All right. All right. Let's see, Chiller. Let's see, Chiller. Morning again, getting the alpha from the professor. So smash the like, DJs. All right. Thank you very much, Chiller. Do smack the like. Do smack it. Why not? And subscribe, of course, if you have not subscribed. Would be interesting to see this chart versus ETH as well when screening. What do you think, Jomo? I don't think it's interesting too much. I don't think it's interesting too much. You can do it if you want to. Some people find it helpful. It's really a way to see strength, right? So whatever what you're saying over here is, hey, basically, I want to see how strong a coin is looking versus ETH, right? Now, for some reason, you're choosing ETH as your standard for what to look, what to compare to, and that's okay. I use Bitcoin usually, but that's okay. But I would argue that by understanding how a chart needs to look like in your eye, you don't need to have have it versus ETH. That's what that's from my knowledge. That's what I think is okay. I know some people do like to watch the versus ETH, and I don't think it's important. But if it helps you and you think that's how you can see the relative strength, by all means, go for it. I just think that most people trade these assets versus the USDT or US dollar. So that's why the patterns themselves will be much more manifested versus the US dollars. Now, if you're really interested and you have the charts separated, so one chart at a time, you can have the ETH chart at the top, for example, comparing it all the time. Not something that I think is really important, but maybe you'll like it. And we have Goldie Crypto. Good morning. I'm late. You can always revisit it and see it later on. So don't worry about it, Goldie. It's okay. This is going to be saved and recorded and going to be in the live section. So keep putting those questions and comments, ladies and gents, and we're going to keep answering them. But we're going to continue screening right now, right? So if you don't know what we're doing right now, we are screening with the Generation 2 crypto screener on TradingView. We already really deep within it. If you have missed the beginning, go ahead and watch the recap of this. Watch the first 10 minutes so you understand how I layered this and how I made this page into fruition. And of course, you can watch everything else if you want to, because I've talked about some interesting, tangents and stuff like that. So moving forward, we're looking for something that is showing relative strength to the market, right? How relative strength is showing? By not being beaten down in this chart. All the charts you can see are really beaten down. We want to see something that is holding relatively strong, close to the last local high. For example, ACX, Across protocol, has bounced from the lows and is already kind of breaking out from this last local high. So I want to put this on the watch list. Probably this will move to the focus list, but let's start with the watch list. You can see this sticks out like a sore thumb. All of a sudden, everything beaten down, beaten down, beaten down, beaten down, boom, all the way, all of a sudden, boom, something near the highs. So this is interesting. This is high RS coin, right? High RS coins. What is high RS? High relative strength coins. Why is high relative strength coin an edge? Why is this important for me? Because whenever you have a correction in the market and you see these high relative strength coin, they are remaining kind of close to their highs. That means they have support. So people, institutions, whales, traders are buying them and supporting the price action not to slide down. So there's support. And That means that later on, once the pressure will be alleviated from the market, these will be the first ones to break out to new highs. And as I said earlier, will be probably the ones that move the strongest, the fastest, and will make you the most amount of gains in the shortest amount of time. And that's what I'm looking for, to make the most amount of gains in the shortest amount of time. That is my purpose, that is my aim, and that's my goal, okay? And moving forward, what are we seeing? Enzyme squeezing a little bit, but I don't like all these wicks. So maybe I'll put it just to watch it, see if it's really squeezing or not. This probably is going to be deleted from the watch list, but let's watch it. Why not? Another chart to watch. You know how I like charts, so I don't really care about watching another chart. You can see again, the theme is everything is beaten down. Almost everything, 99% of charts are beaten down, while all of a sudden you will get something that is strong and holding next to the last highs. That's high relative strength. That's a coin that it's telling you, it's shouting, hey, I'm strong, you should look at me, because in one moment I will just break out and it will be too late for you to catch me. All right, so that's why you want to be vigilant. That's why you want to be vigilant on these high relative strength coins, because on one moment they're just close to the highs, and on the other moment they break out to new highs, and you will miss the entry and you will get extended and you will cry that you missed a good opportunity. Sometimes they fail, of course, but that's information. Whenever a breakout fails, that's information telling you, hey, the market is still under pressure and maybe there's not appetite just yet for the breakout. But that's perfectly fine. That's okay. As I tell to my trading service all the times, and my coachees, is that a word? Coachees, my people that I coach, that in order to make $200,000 a year, you first need to make $400,000, lose along the process 50% of it, and just keep $200,000, right? That's how traders operate. You lose money all the time, but you just make more money than you lose over time, and that is why you're profitable. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. Very much like athletes, right? I don't know if you watched the video I've done about Federer and his speech in one of the Dartmouth University. He said there that he won only 50% of the matches of the points. He won 84% of the matches, but only 50 or 54% of the points he made, right? Michael Jordan said the same thing. He made only 50% of all the shots he ever took. So look, these are elite athletes only making 50% batting average or win rate, and that's where you want to be as a trader. If you have a 50% win rate and you make on each dollar you lose, you make $2 when you win or $3 when you win, with a 50% win rate, boom, you're in the money, making a lot of money over time. That's how you think like a trader, right? That's how you think like a trader, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't think like that, you're not a trader. You need to trade, you need to think about your win rate, and you need to think about your risk to reward ratio, right? Always important to understand these statistics. Moving forward, no more relative strength almost, right? No more relative strength. I'm already 33 minutes in, and so I'm almost finished. So please put some more questions if you have in the comment section about anything related to trading, please. And I will try to answer it soon before the end of this. And I'm going to do a small recap by the end. So if you missed the beginning, I'm going to recap in the end. And again, nothing. Everything is beaten down. What's this? What's this? Unicrypt, UNCX. Just by looking at the candles, I can see this is a very thin name that is not traded with a lot of volume, but this is interesting. Why? Again, it sticks out like a sore thumb, right? It's in almost a new high ground territory. So let's put it on the watch list. And this is the third new thing or fourth new thing I'm seeing today. So see watch list, it's added. I'm going to see it in just 1 second in the charts. Moving forward, everything is beaten down. Nice bounce on NIM, but not interesting just yet. All right. Everything beaten down. Look at beer coin. Oof. Imagine buying Bitcoin over here because it looked okay, but holding, just marrying to the coin. Just imagine any one of these coins. Some people bought the top and are still holding all the way to the 60, 70% down, right? Tornado Cash, not interesting just yet, but approaching interesting levels. Approaching interesting levels. Imagine just holding coins 60% down, 70% down. Just, I don't know what about you, but that's a heartache I don't want to experience. I experienced it in the past when I was a novice trader, right? But I'm trying to teach you how not to do the mistakes that I made when I was just beginning as a trader, right? Learn from, my mistakes and from anyone else's mistake as well if you want to, because we made the mistakes for you. You don't need to make the same mistakes that we have made in the past. Please don't. I know that people like to make their own mistakes and whatever, but don't hold a coin that is, beaten down all the way to the dirt, right? That's not what you want to be doing. That's not. For example, look at Unibot. This is something that I think I bought for a trade over here, right? Or maybe it was higher than that. I don't even remember, and I sold it at a loss. I sold it, I think, at around 8% loss. So I lost the money. Who gives a damn? I don't care because losses are just part of my wins. As I told you, losses are just part of the wins. All right. And I would hold it all the way down, like a 90% decline, if I would marry it. Never, never, never. Who knows? Crypto coins are all penny stocks. You need to understand this, right? Except Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe a few handful more. Everything else is just like a penny stock. You don't know if it's a rug pull and if it's going to die eventually. So you don't want to put all your money in something that might die. Yes, you want to put a nice concentrated amount on a trade if you deem the trade correct, if it has liquidity, if it shows you all the strength, all the patterns, price action, and so on and so forth. But you want to take profits into strength, and you just want to make sure that you don't hold it while it's losing. Again, I'm a crypto gold digger. As I told you yesterday, I'm a crypto gold digger. I only date the coins while they're making me money. If they're not making me money, I ditch them. Look at this. Look at this drop, ladies and gentlemen, from 0.1 all the way to 0.003. This is 90 something percent decline. Look at this. Something. This is dead. This is literally a dead coin. DREP, another dead coin. PN dead coin. Imagine dead coins, right? Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finished 806 coins in in 35 minutes. That's it. And I was talking. So imagine me doing this without talking too much. I would finish all this in 10 to 15 minutes. See how fast you can go through something if you understand, how to use, some of the tools that are out there. In this example, TradingView, right? So just fast recap. Whatever, this is a screener, a second generation screener within the TradingView charts, right? So if you don't know how to go to it, I'm recapping. There is a screeners over here. You click on this, you click on crypto screener because there are a few. You enlarge this, right? And then what you want to do over here, it usually is going to be in table. You want to change it to charts. You want to change from area to candles, and maybe you want to change to 3s on 3s or whatever fits your screen, and so on and so forth. So this is just a recap. Now, just to make sure I don't leave you hanging, let's take a look at the charts on the watch list and that we added, all right? And see if they look interesting or not look interesting. So watch list. As you can see, this is all the things that we added today. So ZRO, look at it. As I told you, it doesn't look as interesting right now as it looked in the chart earlier, right? When it was smaller. But I'm going to move it. I'm going to leave it over here. Octa is something that is looking okay-ish because it's remaining next to the highs of the base, but it got hammered. You can leave it if you want to. Oh, Pepe. Oh, this is something that I left from earlier. XMR was actually the first thing we added. Let's look at XMR. XMR got a nice move up over here. So 60, 70% maybe. Some people will deem this tradable, over here. For me, it's just too weak, too old, not interesting. Ondu, definitely I want this on my watch list. New coin in an uptrend, getting momentum back again. Let's take a look. Brett, definitely want this on the watch list. A new coin that exploded made a nice highs, right? Over here, market was under pressure, so it could not continue to 540%. Maybe now it will build the base and we'll have a continuation trade. So I'm going to leave this. AKT. Let's take a look at AKT. By the way, I'm almost done. So if you have any last questions, add them now. And if you did not subscribe to my channel, subscribe. So AKT looked better on the screener just because it's really small, but this has really got hammered. So all the way down like 50%. So that's too much. And it's only up, all right? The bounce only, well, 50% up. Can be, it's squeezing over here. It's below the 50-day average, not a lot of momentum. Let's just remove it. It doesn't mean that it can't continue. It can still continue, right? But again, I'm looking for the things that will give me the fastest move in the shortest amount of time. And I think that's not it. Beat down, look at it. I said to you that this move like 20x. No, 6x. I don't know why I thought, oh, from over here. So 7, 8x, right? But then got smacked all the way down. Look at it, bam, 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 bam. So this was a stupid thing, just removing it. Tribe looked interesting. But as I told you, this looks like a really thin name, right? Really thin name. This looks like it's not even traded almost. It's interesting. I want to see it more, all right? It's not going to be traded by me just because, you know, this is probably a very thin name, probably less than $300,000 in traded volume. But I want to see it on the exchange. I'm going to leave it below the screen. BDX, I told you, yikes. Nosana probably beaten down, but I just want to see the squeeze again. Squeeze below the 200-day moving average, squeezing. So again, it's gearing up. It needs more time. I want this in the momentum. I want this in an uptrend above the 200-day moving average with the shorter time for MMAs, 50, 20, and 10 in an uptrend. Nosana doesn't make the cut. NPC maybe might make the cut if it builds a little bit to the sides, and maybe if the shorter term MAs got back into an upslope. I'm going to remove it. Lista is a new coin which I'm not familiar with, so I want to see where it's traded. Lista is traded on Binance, all right? So I will add it. I will add it to. I will add it here. Look what I do. Lista, list. Come on, Lista. I don't know what this is. I'm going to research it a bit later just to understand. I added it over here, removing this because it's not the same thing. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to add Lista, remove it to my watch list and add it to my Binance list, right? I want to add it to my Binance list. You can see I have lists of all the exchanges. Ever. Let's see how much it moved. 90% moving sideways. All right, let's keep it on the watch list and dive deeper into this name later. ACX, all right, is a name that is in the new all-time highs. Actually missed the potential entry over here. This was not on my list. You can see not perfect. I missed some things, but maybe this won't continue to break out and create a few more days sideways over here and then break out to new higher grounds, and boom, that will be a potential entry. So this is going to my focus list. I want to have better focus on this. MLN, not looking good whatsoever, removed. And UNCX, again, probably very thin name, very close to the highs, but you can see all these jittery action over here. This is probably traded less than $300,000 and maybe even less than that. I'm going to check it out in a second just to make sure I'm not mistaken, but that's probably it. So ladies and gentlemen, right, hopefully you liked the lesson of today. Lesson of today was screening, another method of screening. Yesterday I showed you how I screen within a watch list of all the coins of an exchange, which was Binance. Today I showed you how to use the Generation 2 screener in TradingView, and tomorrow maybe something else, probably something else, and you see how I arrange things, right? I do the screening. If I see something interesting, I move it to my watch list, and then after I screen everything, I go to my watch list. If something is not interesting, I remove it. If something is really interesting, I move it to the focus list. If it's okay-ish, I leave it on the watch list. The difference is the focus list I watch all day through to make sure I don't miss a trade. Watch list, I watch twice, 3 times, 4 times a day, and that's it. That's why it's only the watch list and not the focus list. And remember, where we are looking for high RS names. Why? High relative strength names. Again, why? Because we want to find those assets that are screaming to us, hey, we just want to break out. We just want to move fast now. And we want to move fast as possible and make as biggest amount of gain we can in the shortest amount of time. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the purpose. That's what I'm trying to do, all right? That is what I'm trying to do, and that's my purpose in trading. Again, I'm a crypto gold digger. Only like assets when they go up, and the faster the better. All right, everyone.